This video is based on the technical analysis of the Ger40 index, and at this point in time we find ourselves on the weekly chart. And what we'll do is identify the market structure of Ger40, market patterns that we should focus on, in addition to key levels and candlestick patterns, as well as levels at which we should look for potential buy and sell opportunities. And so, as I said, guys, we are on the weekly chart, and without wasting any further time, let's get straight into the actual technical analysis. And before we do that, actually, I just wanted to remind you guys that the US at this point in time is in earnings season, and earnings season mostly affects the US indices. However, because all of the global indices are connected, these releases will have an impact or an effect on Ger40 as well, right? And that is why, actually, if you were to go to the H4 chart, you would see that Ger40 has been moving rather sideways, and it has been choppy for quite some time. And in my very humble opinion, that's because of earnings season. So we just need to be careful. And yeah, guys, let's get into the analysis. And on the weekly chart, we can see at this point in time that the market had given us over here what is a double top, as you guys can see. I hope you guys can see that. And after giving us that double top, the anticipation was that the market would actually move further down to around this level to close pretty much in line with where it had started. However, this structure didn't play itself out, as we saw the market actually, as you guys can see over here, pushing further up, right? In my very humble opinion, I would say that this is a stop hunt to the top, right? And that is because, guys, remember, as I always say, whenever we have these patterns such as the double top or M structure, what happens quite often is that a lot of traders and investors actually sell on the second leg and they place their stop losses just above, right? It happened again here, where we saw price giving us a double top, and then again at this point we saw a stop hunt to the top. And that is because, as I said, guys, a lot of traders and investors actually sell on the second leg and they place their stop losses just above, right? So this extra move to the top was a stop hunt, and once the market moved up to trigger all of those stop losses, we saw it move further down, right? So a similar thing may happen here, where, because if I can just clean the board, because, as I said, the market had given us this double top over here, right? A lot of traders and investors bought, or rather sold there, and they placed their stop losses there. So it is quite possible that we may see the market move further up to grab all of those stop losses, and we may again see the market move further down to around this level to close pretty much in line with where it started, just like it happened here, where price, as I said, went up, gave us an M structure, and then again went up to grab those stop losses that are located here, and then after triggering those stop losses, price moved further down to close more or less in line with where it had started, right? I hope you guys can see that. But what else do we see in regards to the weekly chart that we should be paying attention to? Another thing that tells me that we may potentially see the market move further down is that we have this candlestick over here, and you guys know that it is a bearish candlestick with a small body and a very long lower wick. And this tells us that at the bottom where that wick ends, we excuse me, we have a lot of money stuck there. And we all know that the market will always go to where the money is. So we don't know when exactly this will happen, but indeed the market needs to push further down to this level to grab some of that liquidity. Anyway, from here, let's head down to the daily chart. And here we are on the daily chart. Let me just fix my chart, just bear with me. And just to recap, guys, remember, on the weekly chart, we said that the market had given us this double top over here, and that the market may possibly go up to grab all of those stop losses and then potentially move further down. But here we are on the daily chart, and what do we see on the daily chart? On the daily chart, we can see that we have this trend line over here, and we had a first rejection here, a second rejection here, and then again at this point a lot of traders and investors were waiting for a third rejection so that they could sell. However, we can see that the market didn't really give us that rejection, and instead we're seeing, in my very humble opinion, a stop hunt to the top, right? And not only is this move to the top a stop hunt, but it also serves to induce more people to keep on buying. Why do I say so? That is because, as much as the market had given us this double top over here, I hope you can see that it had also given us this overextended opposing structure, which is rather an overextended W structure, and that first leg is much higher than the second leg, and a lot of traders and investors again bought here, right, placing their stop losses below. So again, we have a lot of money stuck here. We have a lot of money stuck here in the form of stop losses, and what's probably going to happen, in my very humble opinion, is that the market is going to move up, right? And again, guys, I'm just speculating here, right? I'm just speculating, and I see price possibly going up to trigger all of those stop losses, and then again move further down to trigger the stop losses that are here, because as I said, we have this W structure, and a lot of traders and investors actually bought at this point and placed their stop losses here, right? And again, it would give us a big multi-session M structure or double top, right? I hope you guys can see that, right? Anyway, what else do we see at this point? At this point, I don't really see much. Again, remember also that we had said on the weekly chart that we have that candlestick that's carrying all of that liquidity, and that liquidity is money, and that money needs to be triggered by the market at one point or another. So there is plenty of scope for the market to move that down to around that level, right? Anyway, from here, I'm just gonna head down to the H4 chart, and here we are on the H4 chart. And on the H4 chart, we can see that we are in a very strong uptrend. If I can just do this quickly, just bear with me. Right, there we go. There goes our channel. There we go. Right, we can see in regards to the H4 channel, or rather the H4 chart, that we are in an upward trending market, and for the most part, in my very humble opinion, in as far as the H4 chart goes, we should only be looking for potential buy opportunities, right? So myself personally, what I'm going to do at this point is I'm going to wait for the market to actually head all the way up to that level, and at that level, right, if I can just zoom out, let's see, at this level over here is where I would look for potential sell opportunities, because remember guys, just to recap, price gave us this double top. A lot of traders and investors sold here, placing their stop losses just above, right? So after price grabs some of those stop losses, I'll then start to look for potential sell opportunities, right? And again, remember, price may, or the market may give us this huge pattern over here, which is a double top or M structure, right? Let's just zoom in again and see what else is happening. Right, and that's it really, guys. That's it really, guys. I don't see much in regards to the H4 chart, but just to repeat myself, I just want to see price reach that level, and at that zone is where I would look for potential sell opportunities.